Well, next up, we are shifting our focus to the ongoing war in the Western Asia. Now, it's the 11th day of the Israel-Hamas war, and Israeli defense forces have launched a massive counter-offensive in the Gaza city. The Israelis have demolished multiple buildings and targeted Hamas hideouts. More than 2,500 Palestinians have been killed in the last 10 days. Israel's military is striking Hezbollah positions in Lebanon as well. Now, the diplomacy around the Israel-Hamas conflict continues. Israeli PM Netanyahu spoke with Russian President Putin and told him that Israel would not cease its operations in Gaza until Hamas is dismantled. Ahead of US President Joe Biden's Israel visit on Wednesday, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has arrived in Israel once again after holding meetings with Egypt, Bahrain, West Bank, Qatar, Jordan, Saudi and the UAE.
It has been about 10 days since the terrorist attack happened on most of the southern cities of Israel, Ashdod, Ashkelon, Sderot and Yichimi. These were the many cities which came under the terrorist attack and rockets that were fired from the locations of Hamas along the Gaza Strip. Since then, security forces have taken full control of the area. We have seen many cities have been left abandoned by the citizens. Sderot, which hosted about 36,000 people, is now a ghostly town with an eerie vibe and empty houses all along. How the world is watching the situation unfold is also very interesting. Initially, the sympathy of the world was with the people of Israel, how they were massacred, about 1,200 Israeli people, 200 or more than 200 of them soldiers and civilians who were just killed by these Hamas terrorists. The videos, the footages were all gory and blooded, and they went around the world and made headlines in favor of Israel that the terrorist action of Hamas is condemnable. Now, after 10 days, Israel has been pounding Gaza with thousands of tons of ammunition, targeting Hamas locations in the midst of all the counteroffensive that Israel has been doing on Gaza. Thousands of innocent Palestinians have also been killed. Many of them children, about 500 or more children. This is what the figures are being claimed. About 2,500 civilians have been killed in overall operations that Israeli airstrikes has tried to do in Gaza in order to eliminate the entire Hamas militant organization. Many senior commanders and infrastructure of the Hamas were also eliminated, but at a very high cost of civilian casualty. And this is where the world's attention has now started focusing. Something that happened in Israel is quickly shifting to what is happening in Palestine. Many of the people working for agencies like United Nations, other NGOs who have been in the helping and aiding and supporting the basic necessities, medical or hospitals for the people of Palestine, they have also been targeted. Many doctors have died. Many United Nations affiliated organizations, people working for them, they have died. So the entire situation that started with a kind of counteroffensive is turning into a political revenge from the Israeli side. That is what the many of the sympathizers who stand by Palestine, they have been claiming.
هذا العصفور جبته كان صغير وربيته